My name is Alex, and this incident that I will never forget happened in 2019. It was about exactly 10 p.m., and I was still miles away from my house. I couldn't drive yet due to my young age, so I was walking home by myself. I used to be afraid of strangers and the dark, so the anxiety was getting worse. I was walking down the street, pulling out my cell phone flashlight since it was pitch black outside. Nobody was on the road, and I felt that was very weird because the street usually had lots of people around there. Let's just get back as soon as possible. I was nervous, but didn't have any choice. After about an hour of walking, I heard a sudden piercing scream of a young girl. What was that? I froze in place and my heart was beating intensely. After about 30 seconds, I heard it again, but it was different. It sounded like someone was being killed this time. I started to run in the direction of the screaming. However, it suddenly stopped as soon as I arrived at the place. I was terrified at this point. Just then, I heard light footsteps. I shined my flashlight on, and to my surprise, there was a little girl crying with a bunch of stab wounds. The wounds looked serious, and she should have died already because of that, but she was alive. I asked what happened, and she told me that she was kidnapped by a guy at the Walmart when she was going to buy a drink. They covered my face and mouth, and I passed out. She then said that she was in a van with 3 men inside. There's some other stuff I will not explain in this story because I think it's beyond normal crimes, and she doesn't want others to know what happened. So anyway, I couldn't leave her just like that, so I carried her on my back. And she was light, like a feather, as if she hadn't eaten in weeks. I eventually took her to my house, and my parents made some food for her. And it was kind of scared to see her pale face and skinny body. Then I called the police, and they went to the area where I found the girl. After a few hours, they reported to me that they had found an old cabin and the parents' dead body of the young girl inside. And their bodies were brutally dismembered. After that, they had found a man with a knife hiding in the cabin. The girl was still eating, looking at me with a confused look, and I felt really sorry for her at that time. The criminal was arrested on the spot and eventually sent to jail for life in prison on a charge of murder. The case seemed to end like that, but we left a girl. She had nowhere to go back. I told my parents, and after having lots of conversation, they eventually decided to adopt her. Now I'm 17 years old, and she's turned 8 years old, and we have such a good brother and sister relationship. However, to this day, I've always wondered what would have happened to her that day if I didn't go and search for where the scream had come from.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel to get our latest exclusive videos. Plus, hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.